Hey guys, it's Rick. Welcome to the HDVIBE channel. If you'd like to see more tips, tricks, rides, reviews, installs on my Harley Davidson touring motorcycles, as well as information about motorcycles in the motorcycle community large, as you please hit that subscribe button. And when you do subscribe, please leave a comment down below saying I subscribe so I can personally reach out and thank you for supporting the channel. Also, don't forget to hit that bell icon and select all so you do get notified every time I do put out new content. So today, as you can see guys, I've got the 2021 Road Glide Special to my right and the 2021 CVO Street Glide to my left. And today we're going to be talking about lighting. So, would you rather have these dull LEDs on your motorcycle or these bright LED turn signals from Custom Dynamics? And we'll get into it right after this. So as you can see guys, that's right, we're going to be upgrading some of these turn signals on the CVO Street Glide to look more like this on the Road Glide Special. So these are the Genesis 4 turn signals that are actually on the Road Glide Special. I'll put a link to an installation video I did on that. So the installation on the CVO is slightly different than on a Road Glide or Street Glide or your Ultra or your Electric Glide Standard, because these are the bullet type style. This is a little different because they already are LEDs, and so Custom Dynamics has a solution for that as well. So these again are the Genesis 4 front turn signals for the CVO specifically, and they will run white and turn in amber. So before I actually start installing these front turn signals on the CVO, I want to show you just a little bit difference of how these connect into the bike. So this is actually a Pro Beam version. You can see it has that sort of twist and turn connection right here. Again, all plug and play. Versus on your CVO, since it already has LEDs, it's more of a plug-in type. I may be able to get to it by just popping off the lens cap, but generally you may have to take this whole signal assembly off to get that wire out enough to remove the stock LED and replace it with this Custom Dynamics Genesis 4. So let me get the bike set up and we will start this installation process. The first step we need actually is find the little tab on this, and in this case from the factory it came with the tab on the side, so you just need to insert your flathead screwdriver and kind of gently pry that off to get that cover off. And just be careful so you don't scratch up your chrome housing, and so that will remove this lens cap for step one. So now what we need to do is actually get this light out. So we're going to kind of gently begin to pry this out because it is in a waterproof housing. So again, this is a little bit different than the 1157 bulb, so it's jammed in there pretty good. And okay, now I've got it loose. So as you can see, I cannot get back behind to disconnect this. So in this case, I'm going to have to go ahead and loosen this whole housing now. So with a 1/2 inch socket, we're going to go ahead and loosen this. So that's one, and then there's another one back up underneath the fairing here. And so now we'll just loosen this entire assembly and see what we have here. Loosen this side up. Now that I've got myself a little bit more slack, if the camera's picking it up, I think you might be able to see this is where the connection is here. So there's a little tab there. I'm actually going to try to push it with my screwdriver, see if I can release it. And there we go. So that releases the stock LED bulb from there. So you can see it actually connects in here. So I've got it secured. I got enough slack here, and then you just push that in and you'll hear a click. And now I should be able to just reconnect this entire assembly here. Put my bolts on. I'm going to kind of loosely connect them right now just to hold everything up. Okay, so I've got these hand tightened. So now let's just turn on the turn signal and see what we got. So much brighter, as you can see. That is gonna run in white. And let's do the turn signal. And it's gonna flash in amber. So next step is we need to put the lens cap on, and just like other custom dynamics, you want to kind of coil this up and then make sure you get this seated in here. There is a rubber gasket, so make sure you get it good and pushed in to the housing here. Okay, so we've got that in. I'm going to go ahead. This is actually the Custom Dynamics smoke lens cap cover. So the notch is down here on the bottom. There's some writing on there. So we'll just get that on there and push it in, and you heard it pop. So that means it's nice and tight in there. I've got this down here if I ever need to get in there. So before I do the other side, I'm actually going to show you a comparison between the Custom Dynamics, which will be on the left, and the stock, which is going to be over on the other side. Okay, so as I said, guys, on your right, the left side of the bike is the Custom Dynamics Genesis 4, and on the left is the stock. So I'm going to turn these on and show you kind of the difference between Custom Dynamics versus stock. So I've got on your right, I've got the Custom Dynamics Genesis 4 on, and that's obviously running in all white. On the left is the stock. So you can see, big difference. Gives you, the Custom Dynamics gives you some more running lights. And let me show you just the difference in the turn signal. So I'll put the hazard flashers on now. So as you can see, again, the Custom Dynamics on the right is much brighter, gives more visibility, again, leading to a safer situation for riding that bike. So I'm really pleased. I'm going to go ahead and get the other side installed. Okay guys, so that's how the CVO Street Glide looks now with Custom Dynamics on both sides. So that is in run mode. And as I think you can see, I don't know if the camera it is, but this is much brighter than the stock LEDs, both from a run perspective as well as a turn perspective. So I'm really pleased, and I'm really excited now to actually have both the CVO and the Road Glide Special having Custom Dynamics Genesis 4 up in the front, the CVO version for the CVO, and the regular version for the Road Glide. So we've got the Genesis 4 on both of the bikes now. As you can see, super bright white running on both of these bikes. Again, Genesis 4 for your Road Glide Special, Road Glide, Street Glide Standard, Electric Glide Standard, Ultra, and then a slightly different version for your CVO just because of the connectors and it already having the LEDs. So bright white running and super bright amber flash on turn signals or your hazards. So again, great plug and play product for your CVO, Street Glide, and Road Glide. Installation time, I would say on the CVO, give yourself maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15, because you do have to take that turn signal housing off. The Road Glide is slightly different. You actually probably have to take the fairing off to get to it. So with that, I want to leave you with this. Life is short. Get out and ride the bike. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.